Hello, Bingers. It's episode 25. Thank you for joining today. Let's go.
It's the Binge Podcast where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast. Come join us fast.
Today's question for the rant is, how do we all feel about kids? Having kids, interacting with kids, dealing with kids. How do we feel about that? That is the topic of today's rant.
Cast out the daily grind. Thoughts unleashed, no place to hide. Passion storming every mind. Tune in, tune out, tonight we ride.
Raising kids these days, it's a goddamn nightmare. A never-ending roller coaster of chaos, exhaustion, and frustration that makes you question your sanity on a daily basis. These tiny tyrants demand your attention 24/7, throwing epic tantrums that could rival a Hollywood drama when they don't get their way. Forget about having a moment of peace. The second you sit down to relax, they turn the living room into a disaster zone that looks like a tornado hit by a toy store. And the cost? Holy shit, it's astronomical. They're like little money pits, constantly draining your bank account faster than you can say college fund. Diapers, clothes they outgrow in 5 minutes, endless snacks that disappear into the void, and those damn toys. You buy them something they've been begging for, swearing it's the only thing that will make them happy, and 2 days later, it's forgotten at the bottom of the toy box, collecting dust alongside all the other must-have items. The worry is relentless, gnawing at your brain day and night. Are they eating enough vegetables? Are they getting too much screen time? Will they turn into serial killers because you yelled at them that one time for drawing on the walls with permanent marker? Every parenting decision feels like it could make or break their future, and the weight of that responsibility is fucking crushing. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, they hit a new developmental stage, and suddenly everything you knew goes right out the window. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube that keeps changing colors every time you turn it, while blindfolded and standing on one foot. You finally master potty training and then boom, they're teenagers with attitudes that could curdle milk. The sleep deprivation is maddening, slowly chipping away at your sanity. These kids have some sort of internal alarm that goes off the second you fall into a deep sleep. And of course, they're full of energy at 5 a.m., while you're stumbling around like a zombie, desperately trying to caffeinate yourself back to life. You haven't had a full night's sleep since before they were born, and you're starting to forget what it feels like to be well rested. And the mess. Oh, the unholy mess. It's like living in a perpetual tornado. You clean one room, turn around, and somehow they've managed to destroy 3 others in the meantime. I'm convinced they have some sort of secret mess-making superpowers. Sticky handprints on every surface, mysterious stains that defy logic, and don't even get me started on the state of the car after a road trip. It's like they're secretly training to be professional disaster artists. The constant noise is enough to drive anyone mad. From the shrieking laughter to the earth-shattering arguments over who got the blue cup. There's never a moment of silence. You find yourself longing for the days when you could hear your own thoughts, or at least watch a TV show without having to rewind every 5 minutes because someone needed a snack, a Band-Aid, or to tell you about the dream they had 3 nights ago. And let's not forget the public embarrassment. They choose the most inopportune moments to have meltdowns, ask inappropriate questions at top volume, or decide that pants are optional. You can feel the judgmental stares of strangers boring into your soul as you try to wrangle your feral offspring in the middle of a grocery store. But you know what the worst part is? Despite all of this, the chaos, the expense, the worry, the sleepless nights, the mess, the noise, and the public humiliation, you still love the little bastards more than anything in the world. It's like some sort of Stockholm syndrome, I swear. They drive you to the brink of insanity, and then they go and do something adorable, like give you a sticky kiss or draw a picture of your family where you all look like potatoes with legs, and suddenly all is forgiven. Your heart melts, and you do it all over again in a heartbeat. It's madness, absolute madness. And the craziest part? You wouldn't have had it any other damn way. All right, Bingers, here's your top 10 list of why people pretend to understand wine.
Top 10 time, it's the thrill of the night. Rankings up high, feeling safe flight. Listening close, get ready to climb. We're counting it down, it's top 10 time.
1. Fear of looking uncultured at dinner parties. They'll nod sagely at terms like tannins, and bouquet, while secretly wishing for a damn beer. The fear of social judgment is stronger than the urge to admit that they don't know shit about wine. 2. Desperate attempt to impress a date. Nothing says, "I'm sophisticated," like confidently ordering a wine you can't pronounce. They'll pray their date doesn't ask for details about the earthly notes they just bullshitted about. 3. Secret hope that liking wine will make them seem more sophisticated. They figure if they fake it long enough, they'll eventually become the worldly, wine-savvy person they pretend to be. Fake it till you make it, right? Even if it means talking out of their ass. 4. Peer pressure from that one friend who took a wine tasting class once. This friend now considers themselves a goddamn sommelier and won't shut the fuck up about wine pairings. It's easier to play along than to tell them to stuff it. 5. Convinced that the more expensive the wine, the better it must taste. They'll confidently declare a $100 bottle exquisite, even if it tastes like piss. The price tag must mean something after all. 6. Belief that swirling the glass actually does something. They'll swirl with gusto, pretending to detect subtle aromas. In reality, they're just hoping no one notices they have no fucking clue what they're doing. 7. Misguided notion that wine knowledge is a personality trait. They've replaced having actual interests with being the wine person in their friend group. It's easier than developing a real hobby, for Christ's sake. 8. Attempt to justify spending $50 on a bottle that tastes like fancy grape juice. They'll wax poetic about its complexity to mask their buyer's remorse. No one must know that they can't tell the difference between this and the cheap shit. 9. Genuine confusion between oaky and taste like wood. They'll use wine terms with reckless abandon, hoping no one calls their bluff. Ah, yes, this Chardonnay is quite woody, very tree-like, damn fine oak flavor. 10. Stubborn refusal to admit they prefer beer or cocktails. They've committed to this wine persona and will see it through, even if it means choking down glasses of red when they'd rather have a fucking margarita. The California wildfires. California, the land of dreams, tech giants, and apparently impromptu barbecues on a statewide scale, has been grappling with the increasingly severe wildfire crisis. These devastating fires have become a defining feature of the state's climate, giving new meaning to the phrase "hot California summer." It's as if the Golden State decided to take its nickname a bit too damn literally, turning into the world's largest open-air sauna. The causes of California's wildfires are complex and multifaceted, much like trying to understand why anyone would voluntarily eat kale or pay $15 for avocado toast. Climate change plays a significant role as rising temperatures and prolonged droughts create ideal conditions for fires to ignite and spread rapidly. It's as if Mother Nature decided to turn California into the world's largest matchbox, with each summer becoming a game of, will it burn? Spoiler alert, it probably fucking will. The state's natural fire ecology, which historically included regular low-intensity fires that cleared underbrush, has been disrupted by decades of fire suppression policies. This has led to an accumulation of dry vegetation that serves as fuel for larger, more intense blazes. It's like California decided to go on a no-cleaning strike, only to realize too late that hoarding is a dangerous game when it comes to flammable materials. Imagine if your teenager's room could spontaneously combust. That's basically what's happening on a statewide scale, but with more ash and less dirty laundry. Human factors also contribute to the problem. As urban areas expand into wildland areas, the wildland-urban interface grows, increasing the risk of human-caused ignitions. It's as if California's looked at fire-prone areas and thought, you know what this tinderbox needs? More damn houses. Because nothing says California dream quite like building your home in nature's version of a fireworks factory. The impact of these wildfires is far-reaching. Communities are devastated, with homes and businesses reduced to ashes, giving new meaning to the term open floor plan. Residents are left to sift through the remains of their lives, wondering if they should have opted for that all-metal furniture collection after all. The economic toll is staggering, with billions spent on firefighting efforts and recovery. It's gotten so bad that even Smokey the Bear is considering a career change to marine biology, muttering something about, at least water doesn't burn for fuck's sake. Efforts to address the wildfire crisis are ongoing, though sometimes it feels like trying to put out a bonfire with a water pistol. State and federal agencies are working to improve forest management practices, including controlled burns and vegetation thinning. There's also a push for better urban planning and stricter building codes in fire-prone areas. Next up, mandatory flame-retardant clothing for all residents and a statewide ban on birthday candles, because nothing says happy birthday like not setting the whole damn state on fire. Technological advancements in fire detection and prediction are being leveraged to improve early warning systems and firefighting strategies. Soon, your smart home might greet you with, "Good morning. It's 72 degrees, partly cloudy with a 30% chance of apocalyptic inferno. Have a great day, and don't forget your fireproof undies." However, as climate change continues to intensify, California faces an uphill battle. Long-term solutions will require a multifaceted approach, including aggressive action on climate change, reimagining forest management, and rethinking development in high-risk areas. At this rate, beachfront property in Death Valley might become the next hot real estate trend. Come for the scorching temperatures, stay because everything else is on fucking fire. In the midst of this fiery chaos, Californians have developed a unique brand of resilience. They've become experts at packing go bags, turning evacuation orders into impromptu road trips, and finding humor in the face of adversity. It's not uncommon to hear jokes about fire season being California's fifth season, right after awards season, and just before, oh shit, not again season. In the end, Californians remain silent, facing each fire session with a mix of determination, community spirit, and a healthy dose of gallows humor. Because when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And when life gives you wildfires, well, at least the s'mores are always ready to go. Plus, who needs a tanning bed when you have the ambient glow of distant flames? It's like nature's own Instagram filter, but with more ash and less Valencia. As California continues to navigate its fiery future, one thing is certain: the state's residents will face it with the same blend of innovation, adaptability, and slightly nervous laughter that has always defined the California spirit. After all, in a state where earthquakes are considered a minor inconvenience, what's a little fire between friends? Just another day in paradise, where the sunsets are beautiful, the people are friendly, and everything's just a bit on fire. Consider leaving a comment and subscribing to the podcast to hear a new podcast every week.
You know by now, got stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat. It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast. By now, got stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat. It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast. Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast. Tune in right now. Stories to tell, from the small to the grand, all under one spell. We talk about this, we laugh about that, from the strange to the bliss. Get ready to chat. It's the Binge Podcast, where everything's a blast. It's the Binge Podcast, come join us fast.